This jungle attacks anything made by man. I'll take whatever help I can get, whatever wires. I'm trying to get the relay dish operational, but several components are broken and need... Your space metal may have attracted unwanted attention, and our shuttle's sensors can't... seems just about everything involved with the relay dish is broken. If you think you can help, there's the broken cables right over there. The only thing I know for sure is we need a new phase pulse converter. We actually already found one in an old weapons kit. That's a problem with Canox. They'll leave you alone if you keep your... But if you turn your back on the pests, they'll eat it. They're vermin, and no challenge for a Mandalorian. Just gut every Canox you come across. Alright then, come back when you have the converter and we can see about getting... Any progress? Good to hear it. I've been low on power. Damn it. Jungle's taking over. This is a mess. Damn it. Into the jungle. It's been 3 days, and I want you to bring back his corpse. If Kumas wasn't dead, he'd be back already. If you find his... good point. I don't want his body, just his equipment. Our numbers swell. Our training home. We've called off our patrols outside the camp. But without our patrols, some of the larger beasts may be around. None of us will be... Our sensors picked up 3 ships landing in this area. If any of the Onderon military come searching for those... I don't know. It was some sort of freighter. Knowing some of the larger Duxan beasts, the people of Onderon still live in fear of us. They were the first. Their resistance was laughable. We cut through their defenses like vibroblades through cloth. If they knew we were here, they would eventually gather enough courage to attack. We heard reports of a Zakeg wandering the paths around here. They're a good... If you see one, stay out of its way. It's a huge red lizard that's built like a Baragwin battle tank. It has a hide so thick it might as well... We keep clearing them out of the area, but they keep coming back. They're tough opponents. You fight a Zakeg. Strong words. It would be amusing to see you... And bring me back a trophy. What do you? Just you. You're no Mandalorian. I'm Kex, the new quartermaster. If a Mandalor's ordered me to let you have access to our it's not free, though. You can pay with credits or trade. The greatest honor for a Mandalorian is to distinguish themselves in battle. But as age comes, they assist as freighter pilots, technicians, or quartermasters. There's honor there, but it's nothing compared to the heat of battle. For someone young like me, this task is
My predecessor was loading equipment from Cache D5. Mandalorian engine. The old quartermaster was carrying out a load of blast converters and walked straight. So I got the job.
Your ship's pilot and gunner are both skilled. You destroyed many of them. So you are the visiting Jeddah. Our history is one of battles and wars, but there are times when even we must deal with peace. It pales to what we really thirst for, honor.
You
Ready to head. Follow me. About time.
Damn it. Any progress? That's the best thing I've heard him. Look, I have some extra parts and computer spikes. Take them. You there? I am in. I'm Kumis. Zargo is not wrong in thinking me dead. We assume that any Mandalorian... I still live. I'm just in a... A patrol was sent to look for weapon caches in this region. They found 3 sites that looked promising. Zarga told me to prove myself by taking explosives to those sites and uncovering the caches, if they exist. This was the first site. After easily dispatching some Maras, I removed my pack. When I finished setting the charges, I looked down to see Canucks swarming all over my pack. The pest... I killed the Canucks, but then a herd of Bomas arrived. I had no more, so I've been up here, weaponless. Blaster rifles don't use much energy, and their energy cells last a long time. How often have you had to change ammo? You must have cleared a path through the beast coming here. If you take care of the Boma beast... My blaster rifle's been useless ever since... Your actions are worthy of a Mandalorian. Don't touch that button, it'll blow up all my... I'm grateful for your help, stranger. I am returning to the... I have only one request.
This one will fall. The honor is mine. To battle. To battle. Sir. Is revealed. My bad. My life is yours. My life is yours. The honor is mine. The honor is mine. My life is yours. How may I serve? The honor is mine. How may I serve? My life is yours. How may I serve? How may I serve?
What are you doing out here? I am a Mandalorian scout. Mandalore sent me out here personally to track a ship that landed in the area. Yeah, from what little we could pick up on sensors, it was bigger than your ship. This one was trying to slip in quietly, and it was keeping its eye on emissions to a minute. Just this corpse here. Looks like a scout, and pretty green, too. The fool walked right. He can't have been the only one crawling around here. If there's... We can't let them find the camp, if that's what they're looking for. There's more of these scouts in the jungle. If we split up, we should be able to find their... I'm going to take up a position to the east. You go west. I'll make sure none of them get...
If you head out into the jungle, stay alert. Our patrols keep the area clear. Even the... If you have... Let's go.
If you head outside the camp, I'm impressed. Too bad you're a We're looking into it. With your help, the Onderon military has cordoned off the planet, so there shouldn't be any... It's like someone is searching the planet, and doing so under the noses of the military. I don't know. Duxon's all jungle. Our sensors picked up 3 if any... Damn it. Jumbo's taking over everything. This place is a mess. You found Kumas, and alive no less. He was evasive when I asked him what happened, however. We'll see if Kumas will prove war. Our numbers swell. Our training holds.
Zuka told me you helped out with some repairs around the base. I was hoping you'd prove yourself more with the lights. The gate guard said you managed to kill a Zakeg. Those are tough beasts. Zarga told me that you returned one of our sheep to the herd. You have gained... I know, it made quite a racket. That's to be expected. They don't really like it when someone makes... It wouldn't be much of a test if all you had to do was take a hike through the jungle, now would it? Ask around the camp. Someone else... I also promised you a reward. Here you go. This should help you fend off some of the local beasts.
Any progress? You do? I don't know how, but these pieces looking good. I'll be sure to tell Mandalore how much help. Mandalorians are expected to do anything they can to help. All right, if you say.
How many Kanaks did you have to kill to find those parts for Zuka? You've made quite a reputation. I was planning on heading to Isis tomorrow. You won't be able to get to the Ebon Hawk from the city. If you need to grab... ready to... Are you ready to go? I'm going to talk with Zuka and have him start a shuttle flight check. After that, we'll head out. How are the port stabilizers?
They check out Mandalore, all systems are green.
Good. I want the shuttle bound for Onderon within the hour. What do you want?
Is all in readiness?
It is. Like I promised. Why? You want to back out now?
My only concerns are for the one you escort to Onderon, Mandalorian. Would you do any less for one of your clan?
Don't pretend to understand us. We Mandalorians are a breed apart.
If by apart you mean scattered, broken, and lost, then yes, you are correct.
Not for long. Soon the Mandalorians will be strong again, united as one clan under one banner. Mine.
Ah, yes, the Great Crusade, after the first one was ended by Revan and the Jedi. Such a defeat was merciful, an echo of the end, when your ships were in flames, crushed in the grip of Malachor V. But I do not need to remind you of such things.
I was at Malachor V, and I remember how many Jedi died to stop us there. And no matter how many dead orbit that planet, the Mandalorians still live. Clan Ordo still lives. See Kex there? He was serving on Nar Shaddai's muscle for the Hutts. Kelborn was a scout for the Duros on Frontier Worlds. I brought them here, gave them a purpose. This galaxy will be ours again, I promise you. That is the future.
Indeed. The future is always in motion. It is a difficult thing to see. Perhaps there will be no New Age Mandalore, no great Mandalorian crusade. Perhaps your people fought their last battle and perhaps all that remains will be what I see before me. A man wounded by a Jedi.
You've got some guts talking to me like that. You think your age or your...
No, Mandalore, you are wrong. I hope that it is you who will keep the one I travel with safe. You are loyal. Do you wonder where he wanders now, Mandalore? Why he gave you your orders, then
How do you know?
I know many things, and I can answer the question that burns within your shell, Mandalore. But there is a price. You must show the same loyalty you have shown in the past, Mandalore. If there is a Mandalorian crusade, let it be for something that will carry your people's memory into the future. So when the time comes when there are no more Mandalorians, then the one I travel with has walked your same path. And I ask that when the end comes, that you remember that kinship, even if it seems there is nothing else left.
Forget the Jedi. Keep your eyes on her.
1, 2, 3. Mandalorians, we've got company. Stealth targets have breached our perimeter.
Wait a moment. I sense there is a disturbance in the camp. Our enemy has tracked us here. I did not expect them so soon. How did they get here, I wonder? None of them can escape. Our whereabouts. Let us join the battle. Our allies will...
Over here. There are more of them. For Mandalore! Seems trouble follows you on a regular basis. I think it's best for both of us if we head to ISIS immediately.
Vaklu's saying that the Republic ship attacked first? That's madness!
Unfortunately, lie or not, it's a madness people will believe.
The timing of this is atrocious. A space battle above our skies, so many of our fighters lost?
Curiously, only Tobin's men were involved in that battle.
That shooter!
Strong word, Your Majesty. But there is no good time for news like this. I recommend we continue with our plan.
But won't that bring even more followers to Vaklu's side? Increasing his power?
For a time, perhaps. But we both know he's not the true threat. It's his unseen support from the shadows that we must drag out into the light. Then, and only then, can we strike.
I fear by then it will be too late.
Here we are, the city of Isis. It's been shut down tight for months now. General Vaklu is close to declaring martial law. We won't be able to travel too far in the city. Fortunately, I have a friend in this quarter of the city. He's a doctor by the name of Dagon Gent. His office is on the other side of the market square. It might be best if you do the talking around here. The Onderonians have a mixed view of Mandalorians after we conquered their world. Some
It's been a while since you've docked here, eh? I suppose the lockdown has hurt. Oh, it must be hard to shuttle people when nobody's allowed to leave. The block... Your manifest says it's been 2 months since you last came here. Oh, it's become much worse since your last trip. Could be. Now Space Forces have been in full readiness ever since the space battle in orbit. All Republic vessels must be searched, and the delays are turning pilots grey before their time. But ever since the Republic fired, bad days. Bad days. And things are getting worse. Well, doesn't look like you have any trade goods, so the inspection's just a formality. Here's your starport visa. If you want to leave the planet, you need a starport visa. They're very hard to get. There's strict food and water rationing, and General Vaclu's troops have been very thorough in finding Republic dissidents. Bombing's very common. If you want to leave the... Certainly. Mind what I said about the starport visa. I know one captain...
I can't believe the Republic assaulted our space.
That space battle has caused hell with our schedules. Our quotas for shipments are going to be...
General Vaclu was an underground resistance leader during the Mandalorian occupation.
Fair winds to you, off-worlder. Is it too much to... The winds still taste of misfortune, then. Our beasts will... I am a beast rider. I have flown great distance. We keep hoping that Ithorians or Telosians get through space. Our people have been here for centuries. Though we were not always one in ancient times, our people were criminals, prisoners who were cast out of Isis. But our ancestors learned how to survive and even tame the mighty beasts. They became our strength and companions. We fought but 2 generations ago, an Isis princess named Galia, and a great beast rider hero, Oron Kira. But now things are unraveling. Telos was attacked by Darth Malak in the Jedi Civil War. The Ithorians have been searching for appropriate wildlife to create a new Telos. They have been kept in their cages for a long time. But yet perhaps it is the city itself. Isis has fallen apart. These beasts you see here are for delivery, but the Republic vessels that transport them have to wait for thorough and needlessly long searches. We have stopped gathering beasts now, but they still fill the city. For Drexel and Ryder, our people have... But... Calm. What? Run! The bomber is out of control!
A weakness revealed.
I don't know what to say. I had heard stories. Not since my first Drexel have I lost control of a beast. I apologize. The beasts grow more agitated by the day. The stories say that the smoldering fires of city politics cast a smoke, as you've just seen. When they get that way, not even a skilled beast rider can... Please keep them. It salves the
Halt, off-worlder. You'll have to answer some... What is your business? Why not? I can see you have no... You're free to go. Don't lose your starport visa.
Let's hurry this up. I want him escorted.
This is outrageous. I'm not a spy.
You're a Republic spy, and your propaganda will be silenced. We are taking you back to our barracks for interrogation.
But, well, you can't be serious. You accuse me of propaganda? I have proof that Vaklu...
One more word of treason out of you. What are you looking at? This is none of your business.
Please, sir, help me. Vaklu's troops won't listen. I'm just a...
This spy has been using his position as a journalist to spread lies and dissent among our people.
But that's just crazy. I was a...
Yes, and your disloyalty now... A warrant? General Vaklu passed an edict giving the military... It was specifically meant for us to pick up spies like this before they could leave Isis or go underground. That is classified military information. Men, let him go. We'll be back with a court. And you should watch yourself. You don't want...
I don't know how to thank you. I'm getting... Eventually they'll come back for me. After that, thank you.
I'm Captain Galisi off. If you want to pass here, I'll need to see your... Everything seems in order. There are reports of Republic smugglers arming dissidents in the city. Checkpoints have been set up throughout the city to prevent more... There are 2 types of starport visas. The type you have is an individual visa. Good for just you. I don't make the law, Offworlder. Only the Queen or General Vaklu can issue starport visas. It's a lengthy process. Costs... You're cleared to... You're cleared to go. Hey, what do you think you're doing? This terminal is restricted.
It disgusts me how many soldiers in other commands are willing to put aside their sworn duty.
You have the look of someone used to adversity. A cut above the rabble around. Everyone around here begs and pleads night and day for open starport visas. Very touching how well they act out their life. I offer you 2,000 credits if you find an open... Does it matter? Truly matter? No. I have no sad story. I just know people who will pay a great deal for an open starport visa. I only know of one person who might offer something comparable. And what's going... There's only one thing ultimately more important than money, and that's your life. I want nothing to do with her. If you want to get involved with... No, I don't think so. It's...
Please, Captain, help me. My children and I are desperate to get off of Onderon. Do you have an My husband was killed by General Vaklu's troops. We have seen many wars on Isis, and I know war is coming. The military is divided, some supporting the Queen, others supporting General Vaklu. Their argument, General Vaklu has said that if the Queen doesn't rule with the consent of the people, she has no right. My husband, he was part of the Isis Council. He was a strong supporter of the Queen, and over time, he became convinced that Vaklu was trying to kill Queen Talia. He tried to kill. The conspiracy was discovered, and he was shot during the arrest. What he did was... Please.
You're cleared to go. You're cleared... There are reports... Because of the Republic attacks, General Vaklu just announced there have been a lot of edicts since the Republic launched an unprovoked attack on our space forces. No one... Listen, I wouldn't mind letting some of these unfortunates through. Besides, some of my troops would like nothing more than to get rid of me. Any officer loyal to the Queen has found life increasingly difficult. So far, all the officers in the Merchant Quarter are still royalists, but many of our troops think... I think he's right too, but he should respect the Queen's orders. But if I break any of Vaklu's orders, I fear some of my... The Republic and the Jedi brought many wars to our planet. Things were far simpler and safer when we were General Vaklu keeps pressuring the Queen to listen to the will of the people and secede from the Republic. But Queen Talia is staunchly in favor.
Council of Lords today, Lord Dashiell recommended a special commendation for Colonel Tobin due to his brilliant command. Without him, Lord Dashiell said, the Republic attack would surely have done more damage. Tobin is one...
We're going to have to find another source of cheap fuel now that Paragus is gone.
Welcome to what must be the smelliest place in the universe. Ithorians have been buying them to help rebuild Telos. I don't know why. But ever since they started, the Beast Riders have been crawling out of the woodworks to sell them animals. But the Republic blockade has meant long delays, and because of that, beast cages are filled.
That's an air defense tower. The city's filled with them. Isis is an ancient city, and for many generations...
Towers like these were built to protect us against Drexel. A Drexel is a flying beast. Huge creatures with teeth the size of your arms. Lethal and skin like ferrosteel plates. About 50 years ago, Princess Gallia married one of the great leaders of the Beast Riders, Orin Kira. That was right. By the end of it, Gallia was crowned queen, and finally there was peace. It's hard to put aside centuries of conflict. There's an uneasiness between our people. The Beast Riders are upset that citizens usually only see the fallen Beast Riders, who know better than... That's a long story. You sure you have the time? Someone else who likes history, huh? All right. ISIS was formed pretty much at the... It protected us from the dangerous beasts that litter Onderon. This city is as old as our civilization. Most of our technology was invented to fortify these... For ages, our worst criminals were cast out of the city to an almost certain death. It wasn't completely certain, though. Some of the criminals figured out how to survive out there. They learned how to tame the native beasts. And it wasn't long. About... Citizen... Certainly, things are... These are troubled times. You've probably heard that General Vaklu and Queen... I've been warned from command to keep my opinions to myself on that. So I've learned my lesson. Ask around, though. There are plenty of people... Times are too complex for a simple soldier like myself. If you say anything bad about a superior officer, they call that disrespecting the rank. Do that too many times. The politics of the day is probably the most talked about subject in the city, and everyone wants to share. Opinions are like Gizka around. Gladly.
That's an air defense tower. The city's filled with them. ISIS is an ancient city, and for many generations, our main enemy...
Towers like these were built to protect us against Drexel and their Beast Riders. Stay.
Please tell me you're an off-worlder. You came from the spaceport, right? But this is good news. You have a starport visa, right? I can only sell my best weapons if you have that. These soldiers ensure that I don't forget these formalities.
Watch it, Keg. The captain already has enough complaints about you.
No need to be alarmed, my foreign friend. General Vaklu is concerned about well-armed insurgents. They've had to get arms from somewhere. I can only sell to off-worlders like you that have the proper clearance. And now off-worlders can't come here because of the block. Of course, soldiers are only doing their job. Even if it puts me out of business, I am happy. Even if I'm...
There must come a time when the Queen bows to the will of the people. The Republic has brought nothing but war and death. In our 50 years of flying their colors, we back General Vaklu in his effort to make her see reason. We do not need the Republic. For all that we have given now, we get nothing. The Republic is weak and falling apart. It's Jedi whose fallen brethren have brought such misery to us. Are you? Yes, you! It is up to each and every... Leave here, off-worlder. My words are meant for the sun.
That's enough, Ponlar. If you keep this up, you're going to spend time in detention. You're coming...
You can't silence me forever, soldier. But if I speak more right now, the soldiers will arrest me. Perhaps...
These are dangerous times. People like Ponlar aren't making it any easier.
Unnecessary observation. Annoying recitation. Systems failing, master. No one. Systems failing, master.
Time to die.
Systems failing, master.
My life is yours.
Yeah.
The honor is mine.
I'm quite busy right now. Perhaps later we could talk.
Kawana bota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yuma.
Dahupa, bosa kurata, go jujutu yoki. Hiata kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawan.
Mogachi norta hirembe wanachi. Kati mogo grabo. Durum pabana karas mangra.
Kawana bota yuntatanga kinamatura.
Kawana bota ayuka taigwa kank.
Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ul. Kawana bota yuntatanga.
Fereki mangra dunoko herete jun sombo maram.
Tarachomo sincho kavavolpa muliji. Kawana bota yuntatanga kinamatura.
Ondalal no saka. Durum pabana karas mangra.
Dovrei kun mili vuosa slima pogwanga samoana.
Darabinu ko sobaramwe. Masako chiro. Chuchuhichi brem kamsa. Dachimo danchanek mawin. Kawana bota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji.
Tarachomo sincho kavavolpa muliji kumanami. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ul.
Dawancha mori konsova. Mawani dinchori kitsodu so.
Yes, human sentient. I want to hear the answer to this as well. Do you stand with youthful idealism?
Dovrei kun mili vuosa slima.
Vaklu is my choice as well. Politics is filled with those who react. There is an emptiness in the galaxy. A vacuum that will get filled.
Muliwrawa iberendia tia Vishnu.
Wanta sort! Juns.
Kawana bota yuntatanga kinama.
Kawanabota yuntata.
The rumor I've heard is that you don't fully agree with our queen and her supporters. If you aren't adverse to Queen Talia stepping down, we could use your help. It would be quite worth. I am a strong supporter of General Vaclu. The Merchant Quarter is it is one of the few districts that is directly connected to the royal palace. The queen and her advisors, this presents complications for Vaclu. If you could arrange for them to... There's Galisi at the starport. Riken commands from the turret tower, and Bastuco guards the... He's the most junior of the captains. His superior, Captain Suli. Besides his strong loyalty to the Queen, I know next to nothing about him. He sometimes He's been responsible for the Merchant Quarter for years. He's been chastised repetitively for his criticism of General Vaclu. His years of service won't protect him if he continues to subvert the chain of command. He has received several warnings. A true veteran, years of honorable service, completely dedicated to the Queen. But he's an old soldier that can't adapt to today's complex situation. Regardless of what the best persuasion may be ineffective. Take this military security card. It can be used to slice... He's been responsible for the Merchant Quarter for years. He's been chastised repetitively. His years of service won't protect him if he continues to subvert the chain of command. He has received several warnings. About what? You can't attack them directly. The entire city would be after you if you assaulted their checkpoints. They don't have to be killed. Just... For each task you complete, I am prepared to pay you 2,500 credits. Plus you will earn the favor of some...
This woman works for Vaclu. The Queen is riddled with shortcomings and other faults. By helping Onda, we may convince Vaclu we need not be enemies.
I won't remain silent any longer. The Republic has actively attacked us. They attack our spaceships unprovoked. What next? An invasion? No! If Queen Talia is so removed that she won't do what the...
That's it, Ponlar. We're taking you...
Brothers and sisters, let us rise up now! Sacrifices are... I will not! My head...
I don't know what you did, but thank you all. These are dangerous times. People like Ponlar aren't making it any easier.
Back again, Off-Worlder? I'm sure you have a starport visa. If I... Actually, I wasn't telling you about it before. Ask around.
Yes, tell them what you read.
I don't think so. I know you'd like...
It's not that simple.
Are you implying?
The only thing I'm implying is that it's my duty as a soldier to keep... Strength? It's not about strength. The military is being corrupted by the general.
That's enough! You may be the Queen's pawn, Riken, but you will not rail against a brilliant...
Can't you see it? He's slick with words, but Vaklu's inner circle are responsible for dark deeds. Anyone that... You think the Republic needs a few hundred spies in ISIS? Most spies are picked up in raids and never heard...
I will see you are relieved of your command for this. Your mouth just ended your career, no matter how distinguished your...
I don't know how much more help I'll be.
Such suggestions are only...
These are dangerous times. People like Ponlar aren't making it any easier.
You're back to visit me. I've heard the news. One captain is... Here are the credits we talked about. There's twice as much weight. I'm a strong supporter of General Vak. It is one of the few districts that is directly... This... You're back to visit me. No, I hope...
The sky ramp is restricted to military personnel. The sky ramp leads to the battlements, and this particular ramp leads straight to the palace itself. No civilian. I'm the one in charge here, Offworlder. If you try to get past me, then you'll have the entire... There's no chance of that, Offworlder. The palace is... I am Captain Bastuco. I have served...
20 years would mean you were here during the
I was a soldier when the Mandalorians took our world, and I fought in the Resistance. When we drove them from Onderon, I served on the Wall for 10 years.
You mean after the Jedi drove the Mandalorians from Onderon? The Mandalorians never gave ground to any Onderon soldier.
Such a view could be Onderon was responsible for much of the fighting during the last days of the war. Without General Vaklu is my superior officer, and I respect the chain of command. He kept the Resistance... The Wall is the barrier between ISIS and the Onderon wilderness. For hundreds of years, we kept the city free of beasts and beast rider scum. The greatest honor for an officer is to serve on the Wall. Many aspire. I was requested to guard the sky ramp in the... My personal feelings on the matter are irrelevant. You're right. I have many good years of service left. They said they needed their best men here. But Skyramp dude... I couldn't do that. I heard the I'm a soldier, and it's my duty to serve. I told you You're right. I could... I will... Troops, man the checkpoint without me.
Mines can...
You're back to visit. 2 of the poor captains have lost their commands. Great shock, no doubt. Just here is the sum of credit. There's Galisi at the starport. Riken commands from the turret tower. And Bastuco guards the entrance to the sky ramp. Poor. He's the most junior of the captains. Besides his...
Tinacara, Granacha, Ganopiso, Rakichisa, Dakosha, Nichutolo, Pontacha Corso Lama, Yokashjuna Rananash, Jumkarantaka, Chonobograwe.
My life. My life is yours.
Something you need.
Have any work that needs to be done?
Beasts are acting up again.
Some of them...
Hard to keep the beasts in line nowadays.
Heard of any good finds?
There's something I...
As long as I get paid, I don't care what they want us for.
Donos emeragith, wanarakora chidrum. Dawa chosingu poindorakawa ichirendum. Bomababe want to susintumu karata. To esfrektonata in Wamagro. Meiranga. Bomababe want to susintumu karata. To esfrektonata da beer mabarchokto. Febko emarayam gawata situ insula raka rakachata. Tamaso kinchuda wanka. Mopiko na wanas. Bomababe want to susintu mukarata. To esfrektonata da beer mabarchok. Moka kamaran endoso randi no chabi. Febko emarayam gawata situ insula raka rakachata. Tamaso kinchuda. Dawa chosimu poindorakawa ichirendu momopa.
You look like an off-worlder. My name's Galisi. I'm a checkpoint. If you're here for Juma juice, it's not that good. But at least it's cheap. I don't think Bith have the same sense of taste. Long day, as always. Sulio was captain of that checkpoint for years. I never knew why she came here every night until I got her job. We stand at the checkpoints all day long. It gets hot out there and my feet are always killing me. But now I'm in charge and So I have to deal with all the people begging to get out of the city. Every one of them's got a story. Let me tell you. She was murdered. I didn't want her. The same as everyone. People are trying to blame that doctor, Dagon Gent. I don't think even Command believe he did, but someone's got to take the blame. I almost think that investigators aren't really looking. Dagon... Sulio was murdered. Maybe even assassinated. I have a wife and daughter to look after, and I feel like I'm a target now. I'm tempted to just grab... I really am torn. There are some days... I believe you. How can you know? Never mind. I...
Malampro tarawantika sa samchabarda guatasha contiacha mam. Ta cometa que playa justing miki gongo beaste. Chone mulera tonkinge bano jansaka nikaraska. Tanjani kavadumpa munsuru kuplalia wa bo bagaragawa. Kawana bota yunta. Dahupa bo sakura.
I've been all over the galaxy, and this is...
There's got to be something you need. Something you want. I have connections, many connections in the city. I can provide. I even have a rare lightsaber crystal. Something you'd never find elsewhere. If you need money, I'll pay you 5,000 credit. Don't worry what I'll do with a visa. Maybe I'll just take a vacation. Maybe I just want to visit my mother on Nar Shaddaa. You have an honest face. I will answer your question. I need to transport permacrete explosives for the exchange. They're going to use it to take care of some competition. Many Jedi have fought on this world. One of them lost their lightsaber in the Beast Wars. A reliable source says it...
Kashoni crystals were warmed by a dying sun millennia ago. Only a handful were obtained.
I see that's grabbed your interest, eh? There's only one way you're going to get it. Because we'll trade them simultaneously. And if you aren't satisfied with your payment, I'll let you switch it for some... It's a small universe. I don't really care about the trouble that's behind you or ahead of you.
I thought it was you. I served in the Mandalorian Wars with you. I was one of the ground troops. We fought on Daggery Minor together. It was near the beginning of the war. Enough of the past. The whole galaxy isn't safe for Jedi now, especially here. Onderon has suffered through 3 wars started. I didn't mean any offense, but this is the... I was sent by the Republic Senate to investigate certain delicate matters. I have to get to Coruscant to deliver my report, but days before I was planning to leave, they... After the Jedi Civil War, the Republic was weak, and the cost to the Jedi Order was staggering. This entire region is unstable, and the entire Republic government could collapse. If Onderon secedes, other worlds may follow, and that can't... Trade between our worlds has brought economic prosperity, and people just take it for granted. All worlds are now interconnected. The Senate also smooths over differences, and is a great instrument for peace. If the Republic falls apart, eventually, the entire galaxy... I really can't say. The most I will say is stay clear of General Vaklu. And Vaklu may very well win if I can't get... My mission requires the most extreme caution and delicacy. I don't want to risk... I'm taking a great risk talking to you. Thank you for the tip. The journey to Coruscant would be more costly and attract more attention. Helping me is not without its risks. I know you have Jedi. If that would compromise your mission...
Nice to meet you, Sentient. Are you interested in a friendly game? You prove your mettle, and I might throw in a bonus one of these rounds.
That's a shame, friend.
Do you want to...
Krotonoranga manatandi. Tanto todos tumukarata. Meiranga naroto. Minsukrema sukunda tungala. Merontono junsara garoto. Minsuku. Minsukrema sukunda tungala. Merontono junsara garoto. Krotonoranga manatandi garoto. Mopiluna wana si jinsi wanobo. Nunchka wana sicho ranabamanga kan. Tanto todos tumu minsukrema sukunda tungala.
Osman ni wadod. Dokini kemarin zoni inash di John Blawen.
Purnacha niso pamaranga dori sabota. Kawana Dorcha niso bawata. Kavadumpe masuraku popayi botenya tachimorosa kamsa. Java Kavadumpe masuraku popayi botenya. Kavadumpe masuraku Sunaranga machotane dota lutu. Padu krem so chiche no chi wendido. Dron tite yaba. Mora Kavadumpe masuraku popayi botta upo botenya goju chopicha. Gwem tabani soch. Kavadumpe masuraku popayi upo botenya goju chopicha. Gwem tabani sochu. Norotoga proto lalach. Kavadumpe masuraku Moronos marana, potaga, yuful dovere nincha, yonona shit.
This room is reserved off. I suggest you leave the room, off-worlder. I've got all...
Now, what did you order? I'll just guess.
Do you have a visa yet? I'm still.
This is Dagon Kent's place. He's not the best doctor you'll ever meet, but he's well connected in this city.
You looking for Dagon? You're not gonna... A soldier captain was murdered at the cantina real good. They got some suspects at the tower. From what I...
He's certainly capable of it, and probably stupid enough to get caught.
It's the turret tower on the other side of the market. If you talk to him, tell him I got his 20 credits.
I am 1B8D, an automated droid vendor. I have in stock a variety. Reinitializing. That goes against my primary behavior programming. All items must... Market conditions all set to 0. All
Wisommogo dosi sheba denteskun bram tabanin soju. Da come Yatuka wanrika chotin wani maurata wakata chiruma lispa. Kavadumpa mo wendido chokerembi nortakun.
General, we have found them again.
Have we, Tobin? Or is this a preface? Consider the whole field, Tobin. Why would a Jedi risk all?
The crew of the Ebon Hawk is elusive, General. But the fools are here, in ISIS. The intel on this is...
I think I have an idea. The Jedi may prove a solution.
The Skyramp is restricted to military personnel only.
You're back to visit me. So all 3 captains have been removed. I will let my friends know of your able assistance. You have made a powerful ally.
These are dangerous times. People like Ponlar are...
It's the Offworlder. Listen, let's keep this brief. I don't see how it could get worse, but we certainly do. Captain Sulio. She was in charge of the Starport checkpoint. A good soldier. So far, he's just a suspect. But if...
Dagon Gent is the only person I know with the contacts to help us out.
Until we either eliminate him as a suspect or find the real killer. Dagon has quite a record with the authorities. The Colonel thinks that murder isn't too far a stretch for someone like him. No way. We're under orders to make sure no one sees the murders. I know Dagon personally. He's one of the worst doctors I've ever heard of. But I can't see him deliberately killing someone. He was one of the last people seen with Captain Sulio in the cantina. Ask around there. I've heard he's got a good motive for killing her. If you can somehow clear that up and prove it wasn't him... Stay out.
Loka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi in Wamagro. Mayran Tonoran Tonor.
What do you want? Not really, I just started here.
The ISIS swoop by champion just...
Do you have a visa yet? I really can't be any help with that. I might have been in the same detention cell that night that Dagon's in now.
Good to see you. What do you want? Dagon Gent didn't do it. Because he was... It's quite simple. Right now, he's accused of murder. If he's convicted, the sentence is death. If he's accused of espionage, let's say assisting a Republic spy, then I'm afraid the Ondoronians are quite fond of their death penalty. So if I stood up for him, he'd be tricked. I was with Dagon in his office at the time of the murder. We were taking great pains not to be seen, which has a certain irony to it, really. If you can free him, I only wish there was some...
Assuming we get Dagon free, we're going to have a few private words about this. Together we fought against...
I don't particularly like the idea that he's...
The information... Good to see you.
Welcome back. Foul business, that is. Like... Never. Dagon thought very highly of the good captain. Know him. He's probably my best friend on this planet. Never.
Krotonora. Aramontok, Tumugara Chukorak. Grun Kanawana Machinito Rabanaka. Dosimona Racha. Tanto todos. Krotonoranga Manatandi Goroto. Mopiluna Wanasijinsi. Krotonoranga Manatandi Goroto. Mopiluna Wanasijinsi Wanobosh. Krotonoranga Manatandi Goroto. Mopiluna Wanasijinsi. Aramontok, Tumugara Chukorak. Grun Kanawana Machin.
Moronos Marana, dovere ninja.
Hoshman Funi Wadodi. Hoshman.
Good to see. What do you... Dagon Gent did... Thank you, but this is a personal starport visa. Help if...
This room is... Huh. If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us. I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Beck. She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her. You're flaming right, I do. The night she made the great flight, she ripped Dagon apart. Not literally. We got a good laugh at it. Dagon was so mad he was sputtering. Then he stormed off. Best entertainment we had that. I know his fate.
Ni Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta Dahupa bosa kurata go jujutu yoke. Kavadumpa mulibrawa iberendia. Tu Tawancha morichiwa Dahupa bosa kurata go jujutu.
Do you have a V?
Good to see you. What do you want to know about that night? Dagon Gent. Because he... It's quite... We were taking great pains not to... I only wish there was...
Assuming we get Dagon free, we're going to have a few private words about this. Together...
I don't particularly like the idea that...
Welcome back. Foul business, that is. She did? Oh no, by the four moons, what a mix-up. They got it all wrong. Dagon and Sulio were good friends. It's just when they got it, they'd call each other all manner of things. It could get quite hilarious. That night, Sulio was in great form. Dagon and I were laughing about some of the choice. It may look strange on the outside, but it was just their habit. Their way of passing time during these dark nights.
That bit of information will help with clearing Dagon. but the Onderon military won't let him off. Maybe some of these people will know more.
I was cleaning up stakes from a particularly rewarding Pazak game when I heard a loud sound outside. I grabbed my blast. She was quite dead. Blood was everywhere. I heard a noise and saw Dagon Gent coming from his office. The next day they picked up Dagon and several other people in the area. It's crazy to think he... just outside.
It might be a good idea to look at the crime scene. We fought many soldiers in the Mandalorian Wars. The Onderonians were certainly... Nobody we talked with mentioned a droid. This droid was destroyed.
Welcome back. Foul business, that would be Bohema's SOD-2. No, SOD-3. Or is it 2? Whichever one. Who knows? Sometimes the slum dwellers shoot his serving droids for fun. This part of the quarter is getting more and more lawless. When Dagon and I were waiting for the soldiers, we had... No, I'm afraid there was quite a crowd growing. We were seeing if there was any way we could help Sulio.
KOTOR. Posa non ci rinta masukin kura wanka. Posong chinsun mi karanga. Insukre masukun ratungala. Meron tono junsara ka roto. Minsukun rakawat. Kroto no ranga manatandi groto. Mopikuna.
Good to see you.
Do you have a visa? I really can't. Let's just say I'm one of their usual suspects.
This room is if you... That Bith keeps buying droids, and the scavengers keep stealing them or blowing them up. Seems he's finally given up. I wouldn't tell you even if I knew. I could tell you where you could find them. That western square has the perfect fence for droid parts. There's a droid vendor called 1B8D. That droid is as dumb as a Gamor. 1B8D is quite handy. Quite a few of the slum dwellers make a good living.
Greetings, Master. Entity Bahima unknown. I have many, sir. The market rate for those... Thank you.
Kif in the cantina can probably do something with this.
Tawancha Dahupa Bosakura Kawana Bota Yuntat.
Hello there. What is this? Oh my, she's dead.
Kawana Bota Yuntatanga Kinamatura Tayaita.
Do you have a V? I had faith you'd get hold of one. I've always... So what if they do? You'll have what you want. Don't be stupid. I'll pay you more than anybody. Or if you want those items, there's no... To each their own.
Captain, you're back. Please tell me. Thank the Four Moons for your kindness, Off-Worlder. I only wish... Hurry, children. We get to go on a spaceship. Thanks to the Captain. We get to go into space.
You are still unready to face my master. Any flaw he will sense. As he is a seam in the fabric of the Force. He senses fractures and weaknesses around him. Your treatment of this woman and her offspring is symptomatic of your own weakness. I'm not sure you are correct. I only hope you...
It's the Off-Worlder. Listen, I don't see how it could get worse.
Welcome back. Foul business. If it'll help Dagon, you got it. There's no way that Dagon could have done it. I saw him coming from his office. That's the opposite direction of the marketplace.
Nico, is it? And the off... That's a bold statement.
It's a long story, so bear with me, Captain. The night of the murder, I was playing Pazak. It was a prosperous night.
That should do it. We still don't know who killed Sulio, but this will greatly assist our investigation.
You have been ordered off this investigation, Captain. I hope you can explain yourself.
I had nothing to do with this, sir. This citizen found information about Captain Sulio's murder. It's material to the investigation.
We've already got our man. Sulio and this Gent were fighting the night she was murdered. He had ample motive. Have you read the report? Some of the things Sulio called him were vile. Why, you little... Friends would not carry on in such a manner.
It's absolutely true, Major. I was a friend of both of them. They've done this... Bahima, the bartender, can confirm it, as well as half a dozen other people. They were an odd pair, but they...
I see. Well, there's still the fact that... So what? What matters is who was there first. And the only thing that matters to me is that he was within blaster range when Sulio was killed. And... You have a recording? Well, I'm sure you're just misinterpreting it.
I've seen it myself, Major. Nico isn't the only one that spotted Dagon coming from his office. It really can't be. The real killer is still loose.
Very well, Captain. Set Gent free, then. But if later it turns out that he did do it, it's gonna be on your head.
The men will be working on getting Dagon Gent out right away. You're quite a team. Together, you got the mate. If you head over to Dagon Gent...
Thanks for clearing this whole thing up. I could tell we really need to patrol it.
Thanks for getting me out of there. As detention cells go, it had definite class, but I owe you and Mandalore one. Wrong place, wrong time. Captain Sulio and I were acquaintances. It just happened to be too close when she... No, and at this point, I don't care. She's dead now. Not like finding whoever did it will bring her back. I did. Not many people can help you out with that. There have been several assassination attempts on Queen Talia. That place is locked tighter than up. Nobody knows for sure, but everybody thinks that General Vaklu has to have something to do with it. A Jedi Master, you say? Now that is interesting. It's quite a bounty on Jedi these days. I'm not certain, otherwise I'd tell you. But the man I'm thinking about is smart, likes to stay in the shadows, and is cryptic as hell. There's a slight problem with that. I know you don't want to hear that since you went through it. The thing is, scavengers have already looted most of my stuff. Most of it's garbage anyway, so I don't care too much. But, so here's the punchline. I need those discs because they have some contact information on them. The people I know you don't... The Kells gang pretty much owns this street. From what I hear, she's in the local cantina most days. She's tough as Drexel leather and more dangerous than an angry Wookiee. Just get me the encrypted holodisc. After that,
Krontono.
What do you want here, Offworlder? The room is taken. You? It isn't for sale. I warned you off.
My life is yours. My life is How may I serve?
Yeah?
My life is yours.
What's wrong?
The honor is mine.
Do you have a visa? I had faith you'd get hold of one. So what do you want for it? A weapon, money, or the lightsaber crystal? Your pick. Here you go. If you...
Have you found the encrypted holodisks yet? Great going there. With these, I'll check. You got anything you need to take care of in the quarter. If things go bad during a meeting, you may not be welcome in ISIS anymore. Perhaps never. Just let me know. Yeah, I'll get on it. Just grab a cot and rest a bit. Once they get a meeting time, I'll let you know.
Is this meeting a trap? I can't afford to lose you, especially given recent events.
Anything could be a trap. That clue is no fool, but it...
Is this necessary? I can guarantee your safety in the palace, but outside these walls...
Nothing in life is certain, Your Majesty. But I feel something.
Very well, but...
Aren't I all?
That's what I was afraid you'd say.
Well, the meeting is on. And no offense, but...
You must have gone through a lot to arrange this meeting. The palace is at full battle readiness.
Kavar, the famed Jedi Guardian. The Mandalorians counted on the fact it would be you, not Revan, who would lead the Jedi against us during the Mandalorian Wars. I wonder how we'd have fared against you. I thought you were killed fighting Malik during the Jedi Civil War.
It seems my former student keeps curious company. Strange times lead to... I have my ways as well. Why are you here? I imagine that you... I'm not sure how well placed your faith is. I feared you would harbor dark feeling. You have to understand that it was a time of great uncertainty. We just learned that Darth Revan was back with an armada. Every Jedi that went with him was lost, corrupted, and as dark as their master. And then there's more to it than that. And I think you deserve an explanation.
Am I interrupting? In orbit, I thought for sure that the Ebon Hawk was mine. I was certain, only to see you slip through my fingers during the battle. Imagine my delight to discover you were on Isis. Quite careless. Get them, men, and watch your aim. Civilian casualties cause a mess of paperwork.
Return to the palace. I'll get word to you when I'm able. Run!
What have you done to my man? Blast! Men, take care of him. I won't let Kavar escape.
This cantina is infested with life. A well-placed grenade could cleanse.
Stop the fighting! Stop! Sergeant! Appearances have to be maintained, and I'm afraid we don't have much time. We have allies, terrible allies. They want you dead. However, the General believes, but we have to maintain appearance. You helped Anda with something that has been a serious problem for us. The General believes... I assume you want to know more about our ally. There is little we know about him, or her, even. It's a Sith Lord. No idea of the name. Frankly, we had no idea who we were dealing with. What I have told you is true. We only deal with their intermediaries. We know it's a Sith Lord. The General believes we can make a new alliance that will be in both of our interests. Vaklu wants to control all of The Republic's time is nearly over, and strong men like him will rule the age to come. You have shown that you are... We'd like to ask your assistance in dealing with our ally, the Sith Lord. We would send you a message to your Mandalorian allies on the Duxon Moon. But after we've got what we need, then your assist... Eventually, we will attack Queen Talia's palace. Isis is an ancient city filled with artifacts from our darker past. Besides, the Sith Lord wants you dead, and an enemy of our enemy. For now, it's simple. We have to act like you're our enemy. When you leave this cantina, my men... There is no way they could possibly stand up to you. But they don't know that. Leave Isis. If the payment I've offered you is insufficient, I assure you, General Vaklu you must make a choice.
Vaklu is a political animal, but he has never backed out of a deal. The Sith must have changed their arrangement substantially for him to consider betraying them. You can trust his offer. He's far more capable than Queen Talia is. I think... Credibility is important in Onderon politics. If he betrayed you and...
Excellent. You won't regret. Like I told you, the men outside will...